They say that people are just numbers, statistics. Most people reject it. Individuals. That's all they'll ever want to be. But that's not me. There's something powerful about a symbol. The world embraces so many of them, especially when they look like you. Big question is, what happens when they don't?
Hello everyone, my name is Trevor Fernandez Lankevich, and I am the writer and creator of Area 51, the Helix Project, and I am beyond excited to finally be bringing you the second issue in the series. Some might call this book suspenseful, others personal, but at the end of the day, I wanted to make sure that I told a story that was both meaningful and entertaining, and it pulls inspiration that I'm glad to wear on my sleeves from comics, film, television, prose, even poetry to some degree. So for me, this first issue was all about setting up the emotional and dramatic weight, who these characters are, and give you little hints at what is to come with the Helix Project. And this second issue, from the jump, hits the ground running. Like the last issue, we're certainly going to build on the trauma of our protagonist Kent's past, and we have a cool Sin City-esque scene, which is what reviewers tend to refer to it as, just like the last issue, where it fills in a few of the gaps from issue 1, and I think will introduce you to characters in a way that you might not have seen them before. The second issue takes all of the emotion and all of the drama of issue 1 and turns it up to 11, so I hope you'll consider giving it a look. Yes, this is a crazy sci-fi conspiracy story about the government harvesting extraterrestrial DNA to create super soldiers. Yes, it will have moments that will shock you. Yes, it will have characters that you can connect and relate to. But most importantly, this is a story about us. This is a story about identity, mental health, the idea of living in service to a memory of somebody, and frankly, about the downfalls of being absolutist. To me and to many, fiction is often at its best when it is reflective of the real world, and that's very much something that myself and my collaborators are trying to bring to you guys. And it is very much aspects of the real world, but wrapped in this fantastical sci-fi conspiratorial package. Now, I have to admit that this book would be absolutely nothing without the wonderful collaborators that I've had the pleasure of working with on this book, including the original cover artist and the interior artist, Marcelo Salazar, the absolutely brilliant colorist, Marcio Freire, with letters by the astounding Taylor Esposito, and a killer variant cover, of course, by Adrian Bone. Without these guys, this story would just be words on a script, and it's with their help that we're able to breathe life into those words and make them something real. If you liked issue 1, you're gonna love issue 2, and if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, please consider giving this a look. There are so many great rewards on this project, including getting drawn in as a murder victim, being featured on 2 pages, one of which is a splash page. You guys can check out the Kickstarter below so that you can see what that's like for yourself, amongst crazy cool, high quality premium merchandise and apparel. So consider giving it a look. And to let you know that all of the books will be sold at the retail prices with a free signature. So I want to make sure that this experience is personal for you, for me, and overall just expresses my gratitude to those of you that have supported this series and will continue to support it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you don't trust my word for it, maybe you'll trust these guys.
Now, I have to say, this comic is really awesome. I do enjoy a good sci-fi comic, and that's exactly what this is. Personally, I absolutely loved it. I think the artwork was freaking top-notch, like literally top-notch. The shadowing, the colors, the semi-noir feel to it, the black and white with the red really just accents so well. Like top-notch, top-notch. God, I cannot say it enough, guys. I love the artwork in this. Now, for the storyline, I really did enjoy it. You know, we got a lot of references to modern day culture, to modern day society, and it really has you wanting more. But all in all, I have to say that this comic was freaking outstanding. I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Go buy this comic. Go ahead, go buy it.
The story has tons of symbolism in it, as well as some homages to other comic books. Now, when it comes to the art aspects of the story, this is definitely one of the shining points. The line work is outstanding. All the scenes are framed in very specific ways, very deliberate ways. It's not just putting pictures on paper. And then the color. Yeah, this book is colored really well. I almost want to say it's Sin City-esque in a way, where when you have a sequence that's primarily black and white, and then you see one splash of color, particularly a bright color, it does help giving the scene a little more punch. And I did feel the punch. I do gotta say that Area 51 The Helix Project is a spectacularly well done book. It actually succeeds where a lot of other self-published comics tend to fail, as in it features a really well-crafted story, great artwork, and a protagonist that I want to continue this journey with.
What stands out for me about Area 51, the Helix Project, is just the lore surrounding Area 51 in general. I've always been a fan of science fiction, and what I really enjoy about this is that this is actually a character-driven tale. It's the lead character of Kent that really drives this tale, and Kent is like all of us. And where at different points in our life, we might feel a little bit different, but we haven't really figured out why, or we might feel a little bit off. But for most of us, it's not a complicated answer. Maybe we're just having a bad day. But Kent has a very, very good reason for feeling different, because he actually really is. And what's dramatic about it is that he finds out on the day of his of a major trauma of his in his life just how different and how mysterious his past might be. And that's when the mystery really starts to build up, and the suspense. And obviously this involves Area 51. This is going to involve aliens, and this is a fantastic setup of a first issue. This is character-based science fiction at its finest. And guys, I encourage you, look, if you've never done a Kickstarter campaign before, or if you've never contributed to one, I would consider contributing to this one, because the creative team here has just done a fantastic job. These guys know what they're doing, and it shows. I mean, the art here is just great, and I mean, the prints you can get, you pay a little bit more, you get so many bonuses. There's even a shirt that I got that unfortunately I'm not wearing it right now, but it's a great shirt. Guys, you're not just getting a comic book. With a little bit more, you can get the bonus plan. And I'm going to leave a link below to the Kickstarter campaign, because I want everyone watching this to contribute to the Kickstarter, pick up issue 2, and hey, guys, it's well worth it. Well worth it, all right? You heard it from me. Trust me.